I walked past a Marks and Spencer's recently in central London, and there was an advert on there for either a burger or a steak, and on it said, "We can trace the meat from this back to the very cow that it came from." And that's what we're talking about in today's episode of the Daily Sales Message podcast, where every single day I share a piece of simple and actionable advice that's designed to help you feel more confident and sell more stuff too. And what we're talking about here is supply chain visibility. Supply chain visibility, because that implies control, which implies quality and attention to detail. So if they can tell me they can trace the meat back to the exact cow that it came from, that tells me they're monitoring and looking at all of these things. So they know the farm, they know how it got here, they know which cow it was, how it was slaughtered, so on, so forth, so forth. But it implies quality control. It implies quality control. It implies control. But supply chain visibility, where do things come from and how do you demonstrate your ownership of the process? This is 99.9% a physical product thing to consider. But if you have a service-based business, maybe you could talk about having supply chain control if you're using other contractors, other companies, you're project managing, you're bringing things together. But it's all about implying a high level of attention to detail and a high level of control. Supply chain visibility. Right, that's it for this episode of the podcast. Tomorrow, in episode 790, we're talking about an outdoor form of guerrilla advertising that isn't probably as commonly used as you'd expect it to be, but really helps you to stand out and also helps you to be memorable too. So tune in tomorrow for that. In the meantime, if you haven't already, please hit the like, subscribe, share button, comment below, interact with the podcast in any way you can, wherever you're listening to it or watching it. It just helps us to reach more people. That's it for this one. I'll catch you tomorrow.